Hello, everyone. This is Lori Hargis, registered aromatherapist and the founder of the Lori Hargis International School of Aromatherapy. And today I would like to know, are you suffering from heartburn? So put it in the comments below and let us know if you are suffering from heartburn. Because I don't know if you realize it, according to the American College of Gastroenterology, 60 million Americans suffer from heartburn at least once a month. The burning pain of acid indigestion, commonly called heartburn, affects 60 million Americans at least once a month and 15 million people daily. So if you're suffering from this, there is something that needs to be done about it. And if you look at all the antiacids that are being sold, it's incredible. And how many people are taking them every single day. And what that does is, yes, it stops the burning from coming up into your esophagus and damaging your esophagus, but it also stops you from digesting your food. So, oh, hi, Terry. Great to have you with me today. Lovely. And you're in Chicago. Fantastic. Thanks for being here. And speaking of that, Terry has been in my dynamic detox program, and she has learned how to adjust her stomach so that way she doesn't have indigestion and nausea any longer. And this is an important part of our health. When we don't have the acid in the stomach where it belongs, we can't break down our foods. Therefore, what happens is our small intestine doesn't absorb properly. It lets the stuff just go right on through because the stomach hasn't broken down the foods properly. It's called the turbid part of digestion that the stomach leaves over for the small intestine to then break down and then for it to absorb the nutrients into our bloodstream, right? From the little intestinal villi. So what's really important is that there are natural means and ways for you to overcome heartburn. And very simple I can teach you how to do this for yourself. So that way, when you do have heartburn, if say you've drinking too much alcohol, or you've eaten something that you're allergic to, or you're eating too many acid foods, or you're eating out a lot and you're not getting the right nutrients, all those things need to be taken care of too, of course, because if you keep doing that every day to yourself, you're going to have digestive problems no matter what. So it's best that you learn how to take care of yourself by eating the proper foods, and then also by knowing some of these tips that will help you be able to break down your foods properly when you have the acid in the stomach where it belongs. So when you take acid blockers, you're blocking the acid. So what can you do when you have acid reflux? Well, you can learn how to adjust your stomach. And this is something that I teach in my workshop on the brain, understanding the brain gut. You're going to learn how to do a self-repositioning of your stomach so you don't have to suffer with heartburn, and your family members and friends don't either. This is something that you can teach them to do too. So that way, everybody's taking responsibility for it, and you don't have to depend on someone else to do it for you. You've got two hands, and so when you've got two hands, you can do this. And I'm sure there's so many ways that this can help you. I'm sure of it. Also, we're going to be learning how to use essential oils and flower essences in this class for the hiatal hernia and the ileocecal valve. Because again, when that small intestine is not absorbing your nutrients properly, you say, well, when I go to the bathroom, I can shoot through the eye of a needle. Well, that's not so great, is it? Oh, hi, Shirley. Great to have you from New Jersey with us. Thank you so much. That's not good for your health either because, again, you're not absorbing your nutrients through your intestinal villi. Everything's just shooting straight through, and you're nothing's being separated. You're not taking in the good stuff and you're not letting go of the stuff that you don't need, the impurities. And it's just going straight through the intestinal wall. It's causing it through the large intestine and it's causing lots of inflammation in the body. So, this is another reason we want to reduce that inflammation. And by you learning how to adjust your own stomach, self repositioning of your stomach and your ileocecal valve, you're going to reduce the inflammation in your body too. And it's going to reduce the stress with all your other organs. So, this is something that needs to be addressed if you have heartburn. And we want you to be there on September 17th and 18th at our live workshop to learn how to do this. Learn what essential oils to use for your digestive system, what flower essences. And you're saying, why would I use flower essences if it's a digestive problem? Because as we've seen, a lot of our digestive problems is an emotional problem. It starts with, oh, that really upset me. That gave me a stomach ache. And it can. And that's what it does. Because what happens is you have a ganglion of nerves behind your stomach. You also have the vagus nerve running right straight through that area. But you also have the ganglion, the solar plexus there. And so when you get upset and you hold it back and you don't talk about it, and I'm not talking about screaming and yelling all the time, and you don't talk about it, you don't communicate it with a friend or a minister or a counselor, someone who can help you with it, it builds up. And finally, then the stomach just pushes up like this. And you have pressure then on your heart. You have gas, you have belching, you have nausea. You want to eat because you think that's going to make you feel better. You have acid reflux. And you're in a bad situation then, right? Because then that acid reflux can turn into GERD, GERD. And a lot of people are suffering from GERD right now. And especially if you are overweight and you've had a lot of emotional stuff happening and that stomach gets up and you've got that pressure and that extra weight too, that can really cause this acid reflux. How many of you out there are sitting still in your chair at night after your meal and not sleeping in your bed because you have acid reflux coming up? We hear reports of this so much, so many people having acid coming up that they can't even lie down and rest. And then this acid is eating up their esophagus. So let's get the acid down in the right place. And I can't wait to teach you on September 17th. You're going to learn how to do it, the theory of it. And then on September 18th, I am going to show you how to reposition it. And you're going to show me on live stream how you can do it for yourself, because I want to make sure that you know how to do it correctly. So we can't wait to have all you there. It's from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern time. And it's going to be so much fun. You guys are going to learn so much about your gut. And when you get that down, your mind is going to be so much clearer. Your emotions, you're going to be able to really feel your emotions and understand and be more aware of your emotional body and your emotions and what your emotional needs are. Because you won't have all this pressure and all this acid coming up, and you won't be having this diarrhea. So it's really, really of utmost importance that you be there this coming weekend on September 17th and 18th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. We can't wait to have you there. And I'm looking right here. Terry's saying, she says, I check my stomach for adjustment every morning. Life changing. Also notice skin looks better. Yes, because she's absorbing her nutrients, right? Face looks younger and enjoying healthy foods more without any issues. So, this is something that you guys can think about too. And Shirley says here, yes, healthy gut is the root of our health. And it truly is, because our gut is connected to our brain, but also our gut is connected to our heart. So there is really three things going on here. And if our gut doesn't have the good microbiome, our stomach's not breaking down our foods properly, everything's shooting through the small intestine, then it's going through that ileocecal valve right out the large intestine. We're not getting the nutrients that we need in our body. So please make sure that you see this as a new adventure. That way you can have fantastic digestion and elimination. Don't forget your essentials. Use your common sense. Au revoir.